Woodman here with another message. I want to talk to you about con artists. Con artists or con men or con women are skilled manipulators who use psychological tactics to deceive their targets. Their approach typically involves several key strategies to study and exploit their victims. And many people have fallen prey to these types of vultures, and so it's good to remind us how they work. First, they do research and profiling. Before approaching a target, con artists often conduct thorough research to understand their victim's background, their interests, their vulnerabilities. This might involve gathering information through social media, public records, or even by interacting with their target under false pretenses. The goal is to identify areas where the target might be susceptible to manipulation. Building rapport. Once they have sufficient information, con artists work to build a relationship with their target. They use charm, flattery, and common interests to create a sense of trust and familiarity. This rapport makes it easier for them to introduce their schemes and to slowly whittle away at the defenses of the target to ultimately convince the target to take certain actions that the manipulator had in mind. Creating a sense of urgency or crisis. Many cons involve creating a sense of urgency or crisis that pressures the target into making hasty decisions. This might include fake emergencies, limited time offers, or fabricated opportunities that seem too good to miss. The goal is to make the target act quickly, often without thoroughly questioning the situation. In other words, if someone's like, you got to do this, and you got to do this now, and there's no other time, and then that can be a sign of a greater problem. Exploiting emotional triggers. Con artists are adept at identifying and exploiting emotional triggers. They may play on the triggers, you know, tapping into the target's fears, their desires, or their insecurities to manipulate their decisions. For example, they might exploit someone's fear of missing out, FOMO, or their desire for social status, or their need for some type of validation. People who have inner child wounds, the whole the 9 yards, right? Leveraging authority and credibility. They often present themselves as authoritative figures or experts to lend credibility to their schemes. This could involve pretending to be someone who's well versed in financial matters, a trusted friend, someone with insider knowledge, someone who has something to offer when the truth is that they're going to get way more from you than you ever get from them. By establishing themselves as credible, they can more easily persuade their target to follow their lead, to drop their defenses, and to play along with the plan. Testing reactions. Con artists frequently test their targets to gauge their reactions and adjust their approach accordingly. They may use small, non threatening requests or probes to see how the target responds. Or they may refine their strategy based on the ultimate feedback that they're able to receive from these small probes or small tests. Maintaining control and concealing the truth. Throughout the con, they want to maintain control over the narrative and conceal the truth. This includes diverting attention from inconsistencies, deflecting questions, and providing just enough information to keep the target engaged without revealing the full picture. In fact, you might ask them questions about any discrepancies and just get a silent answer as they move on to another subject. Exit strategy. Finally, a good con artist always has an exit strategy. Once they've achieved their goal, they may eventually come to disappear because obviously they don't want to be detected in what they're doing. They want to leave the target confused and unable to trace the deceit back to them. In other words, they're going to create a lot of obscurity. They're going to confuse. They're going to spread chaos. But the target's going to be kind of confused as to what happened and why. So whether it's the personal gain or thrill of deception, con artists enjoy the games they play, and that makes them particularly dangerous. Their ability to exploit psychological weaknesses, manipulate situations, means that they can be highly effective, making it crucial for people to be aware of these tactics and remain cautious, in situations that involve significant trust or financial stakes. Remember, if you have a system whereby you pick up on red flags and people don't ignore those red flags, you may be tempted that, okay, oh wow, wait, that's weird, that's out of place, why did that happen? But then you're caught up in the moment, you're caught up in the idea that, oh, everything's going to be fine, and you might suppress that red flag. Do not suppress that red flag. Every red flag you feel, your intuition, your gut telling you that something is up, you need to, of course, not blurt that out right away, because the last thing you want to do is let the con artist know you kind of have these reservations, right? Because that will kind of scare them off or somehow get them to change things around to deal with the fact that they believe you know what's up. So they're going to continue to try to shapeshift, as it were, to, number one, they like to portray themselves as victims, right? Because the one thing that they're doing is they're playing on sympathies. And so, you may think of a discrepancy and you may be like, but then they're like, oh no, I'm the one here who has the problems. I'm the one who has the issues. Please help me. Please help me. And because, you've gotten to a point now where this con artist has won you over, they're pulling on your heartstrings. And so these are the times when you need to make your head over heart decisions and not fall for the okie doke. That's it for today's message. I'm going to keep this a short, brief one. Happy Friday, of course. And if you're new here, this is a safe space. You're welcome. Um, you know, Welcome to the family if you're going to come and stay. Those who are constant supporters, I appreciate you. I love you all so much. You make this channel great. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And may the blessings of the Most High God reign on your life. May you receive the protection and the sort of idea of, analysis and discernment to watch out for these people out here, the people that are tricksters, the people that are con artists, the people who are trying to come in and steal and then get out like a thief in the night. So have a wonderful and blessed day. Take care. Woodman signing off.